Yo, what's good YouTube? And in today's video, we're gonna be reacting to It Got Worse. Yeah, I think this video is about Jack Doherty, and like, I don't know. I think the thumbnail is just him. I'll show you guys the thumbnail. Look, this is the thumbnail, and yeah, we're gonna be reacting to that today. And yeah. Let's get it.
Both he and his former bodyguard were facing a lawsuit based on an incident that went down last Halloween night. Over the last year in general, Jack has made himself the subject of a lot of online ridicule, mainly for being extremely annoying when out in public.
Let's go!
Watch your language, there's kids around here.
I didn't say any curse words. What'd I say?
Just watch your language.
What'd I say?
You got a stupid shirt on over there.
Yeah. Your kids can't read, though.
I mean, don't get me wrong, this guy's been building up his career for the greater part of the last decade.
Also, thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. It really means a lot.
And I believe at one point he was actually considered to be like a decent creator on YouTube. But obviously over the years his public perception has taken a massive hit. And I would say at this point the grand majority of people do not have a faith.
So what I think about Jack is like, yeah, he's a god awful content creator, but I wish he would just go back to his back in the day type shit, like back in like, I don't know, because I didn't watch him ever. I've never watched him before, but like I wish he would just go back. And then maybe he would have actually a respectable audience.
Favorable opinion about him. And now recently some allegations have been levied against him by another.
Like, bro, what is that?
Perception has taken a massive hit, and I would say at this point the grand majority of people do not have a favorable opinion about him. And now
you have a girlfriend, bro. Like, come on. Really, dude? This is ridiculous. But yeah, this is, and he literally just does anything for clout, I feel like.
Recently some allegations have been levied against him by another internet cancer named Neon, who claimed that Jack used his power and influence to sign OF girls to his agency pretty much the minute they turn 18, doing so by apparently bringing them out to a yacht party.
First fan, the number one. Hey Jack, you bro. I was actually speaking highly of you for the first time. You want to come here and talk? It's all good, bro. It's all good. It's all good. I just don't give up anymore, man. I just don't care, bro. You get 17-year-old girls the night before their birthday. You buy a $10,000 yacht every time. You get them drunk and they sign a contract. 50% of their life every single time.
Now, if this is true,
if that's true, then that's crazy. That's actually crazy. That's actually sick. Like, he's like one of those, like, he's like Dan Snyder, bro. Okay, not like Dan Snyder, but like that's sick. Like, not in a cool way, dude. That's like I'm going to control the rest of your life and you can't do nothing about it.
especially the under the influence part, then obviously that is illegal activity. But I will say, so far, I have not seen a lot of cold hard evidence to back up these claims. Regardless, I guess that Jack has been seeing this narrative circulating online, and so he actually went out of his way to put out a video response.
Alright, so this is the last thing I want to address because I think it's the last thing I have to address, but basically there's this rumor saying that I sign minors, fans, get them drunk on yachts, make them sign contracts, whatever. That is the most untrue, false allegation I've ever heard, and I've never felt like I had to respond to it because it's just so dumb. But one person came up with that rumor, and the whole internet ran with it.
And the person he's talking about who originally came up with this rumor, as he calls it, really an allegation, is this girl named Natalie Reynolds, who used to be quite close to Jack. I guess she was within his OF fleet of girls. And now she's trying to be the one who like got loose from the farm and wants to live to tell the tale. The only problem is she's shown herself to not be a very trustworthy person either. Yes, she's the one who did the kidnapping kids prank, and yes, she's also the one that went to a public gym covered in body paint and then tried to cause problems.
The whole internet runs with it, and now people believe it. It's so
I feel like, I don't know, like, Kick is a Syrian platform. These motherfuckers need to get off of that, off of that app if they want any hope in that, and on Kick. And yeah, like, it's actually, if you get these guys off of Kick, I know why they're keeping them, but if they need to just like get new people, kick these guys out, like Jack, Natalie Reynolds, Neon, like just get them out and then replace it with new people type shit.
So stupid. I hate that I even have to explain myself on it, but I'm younger than basically every girl I have signed except for like one. And that girl signed 4 months after her 18th birthday. So I approve to back everything up if I need to, but it's just so dumb that people really like believe that type of shit and they want to believe it because they hate me and they just can't accept the fact that I'm doing well in life.
So he's saying that all of this is total cap, and that he's essentially just a good little online e-pimp who hasn't done anything wrong. Now, one of his former employees, Matt, has really tried to step into the spotlight and give this story a little bit more shine while also talking about other messed up things that Jack has done. And this is where he begins to address him, where he says, "Some people are mad that I didn't talk about these allegations a year ago, but not everything is meant to be handled on the internet. He spent the last year of his life trying to make me look bad for clout, and I've ignored it, and it's time for people to realize the type of person who he is." And then he dropped this video where he discusses that further.
Alright, so I'm just going to address this because it's getting way out of hand, but basically, one of my ex-employees, Matt, he spent the last year of his life trying to expose me and bring me down because he's very jealous and he always says I'm nothing without him, blah, blah.
Can we just note that his haircut is just absolutely diabolical? I truly believe that styling your hair like a stalk of broccoli lowers your IQ by at least 25 solid points.
He worked for me for 5
I think I'm good. I think I have like a mop head, no? I take a good look. What do you guys think? Do I have a mop head or do I have a broccoli head? That's also because my hair is wet. I just got out of the shower.
months. And within that 5 months, you don't even want to know all the girls that have like came forward about what he's done to them, which I'll get into that in a second. So there's this video that he keeps posting of him kissing my girlfriend in the back of an Uber, and here's the context to it.
Just an absolutely insane sentence. Here's the video, by the way, that this guy Matt keeps posting where apparently he kisses Jack's girlfriend.
What? Shut the f up.
Just typical nasty Los Angeles influencer behavior.
That was the very first day I flew her down here, the day we all met her, and I literally had another girl in my bed when she flew down to my house that day. And then right after we went to a club, and she got all drunk, it was just all over McKinley, nonstop touching her, trying to kiss her nonstop, and she was super uncomfortable and didn't know what to do. And would start to do that with every girl and think they all want him, but they don't. So then this is what happened. We were on the Uber on the way home. I was in the second row with another girl. She was like on top of me, I was lying down, we were all drunk.
He keeps trying to make it clear like, oh, I had another girl, she was in my bed, she was on top of me in the car. I guess it must just be a huge insecurity to him that he's not some sort of womanizer ladies man. And so he literally does everything in his power to try and give himself that public image, but it's like, if he really had it like that, you wouldn't have to be constantly trying to throw it in everyone's face. And we all know these girls are hanging out with you because of the cloud opportunities or money they might receive.
And I had my arm up like that, and McKinley was holding my hand in the video of him kissing her.
Nah, man.
Now you guys will not believe what Jack has to say next, but first a word from today's video sponsor.
Video of him kissing her.
Nah, man. Sneako moment.
She's like, please help me, he won't stop like touching me and trying to kiss me. I'm very uncomfortable, like please just help me, but just don't tell him I said this to you, blah, blah. So then me and my friend Logan had to go confront him about it, and he exploded, had a mental breakdown.
I mean, I'll tell you guys right now, the LA scene or the influencer scene in general just seems to be an absolute nightmare. I mean, I'm sure you look around the room and it's like you're seeing a bunch of fucking piranhas.
And we had to break down.
Honestly, I think LA is dying out ever since, like, everyone's left, like, since Face House and all that. Like, Clout House, Face House, all of it. I think LA is just dying out. And then the new, like, and then I don't think there's ever going to be a place like LA, like that area type shit. I don't think that'll ever happen again. But if it were to happen, it'll be in Miami, for sure.
On the door because she was screaming and crying in the room, and you wouldn't let her out of the fucking room because you're a sick.
Yeah, so Jack is saying that he's gonna be standing 10 toes down, that he has the receipts, and that he's gonna end this other man's career. And here's the guy Matt's direct response to those claims that he was out in LA creeping.
We're in the back of the Uber, and that's where you see the video of me kissing McKinley. And Jack wasn't even with the girl that entire day. He didn't have another girl, so I don't know what he's talking about that he had another girl. He's capping about it entirely. And he wasn't holding her hand in the car at all because he was in the passenger seat. So I don't know how you could hold her hand in the from the passenger seat and we're in the back seat. So he.
I don't know why, but this all sounds like a middle school ass love triangle to me.
When I was back in my room, I was asking McKinley, like, what's good with her? Like, do you want to get with Jack? Because if so, we share underwear, we can share girls. And she was like, no, you're good, you're good.
Nah, that is a fucking nasty ass sentence, my guy. We share underwear? We can share girls? Why the fuck are y'all sharing underwear? Like, to me, I'll share clothing, yeah, but your boys gotta go play in a different ballpark, okay?
So I kind of got the gist that she wanted to move on to Jack. So that's why I literally asked her, like, I can give you up to Jack if you really want that. And
I can give you up to him like she's some piece of property? God, everyone involved in this situation is just so down bad. And then he starts sharing these cringe texts that occurred between him and Jack's girlfriend before she ever showed up to his little mansion. So just more preteen activity going on between these adults. Hopefully I see you.
And then, like, we're just believing him off of, like, texts, or not text. There's no proof. They're just one word versus the other. That's literally it. Jack had no proof. This guy had no proof. I'm not taking a side, but neither of them had proof, so we're just supposed to take their word for it.
This weekend. Yes, I hope so too. I'll keep you guys updated. Just gotta get my bread up. You can easily get the bread up with us, trust. You don't really have an option. I might have to go over there and steal you. You can come steal me for show. Fill in my tank right now. I gotta get a few things before I get up there, but just for research purposes, what is your ring size? Oh my god. So he's basically saying, come with me and I can get you money, I can get you clouded, and I can buy you presents. So he's trying to really trick off on this chick. Okay, perfect, I just need to have that noted. Have your bag packed and ready when I get there. I'm already packed up, trust.
What size ring are you is crazy, dude. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Yeah, I don't know when you guys met, but like, that's crazy, dude. Like, you guys haven't been even talking for probably like more than a year, and then you're like, oh, what's your ring size? I'm gonna fly you out and I'm gonna marry you.
2 steps ahead of you. I love a woman that makes my life easier. Here I am. Oh yeah, just a heads up. If you keep liking my stories, I might have to kiss you. Just a total Skippy moment right there. And this is how you know a girl is hoeing, okay? At some point she doesn't text him till 3 in the afternoon. Good morning. Bruh, I fell asleep at like 4. He also shared this alleged very strange text from Jack, where I guess he's talking about his girlfriend apparently before they ever met. And he says, I'm gonna make McKinley, which is the girl, sign a waiver/NDA, but it's really an OF contract, which that doesn't sound legal to me. $3K a month in a t-shirt, I keep the rest. And I don't know if this guy like thinks it's a slam dunk to show his side of the text messages, but he says, ha ha ha, graped. Come on, at least 4K. She's hot, you know. So I guess if these texts are real and not doctored somehow, that's the way that Jack talks about this talent that he is recruiting all the time to make himself rich. All the haters about to write something in the comments to cope with the fact that they'll never be like me, and there's our guy. The face of the little boy that paid to have my Instagram banned. Now, if that isn't a little goblin, if I've ever seen one, I don't know what is. Actually, what's that movie from back in the day with the leprechauns? Now, this is the type of content that this guy Matt is pumping out.
Ryan hates Prime, and just recently, Prime sent me out their new strawberry banana flavor, so I thought I'd put him to the test by replacing it with his favorite strawberry banana drink to see if he can tell the difference.
So basically, it's just brain rot for children, just like what Jack is creating, but this is like a different flavor of it.
While I was waiting for my drink, I was literally hitting the gritty.
What is this? Oh my god. Let's rewatch that.
So basically, it's just brain rot for children, just like what Jack is creating, but this is like a different flavor of it.
While I was waiting for my drink, I was literally hitting the gritty.
You're a grown ass man saying Gwitty. Gwitty. Come on, bro. You gotta do better than that, dude. Content creators nowadays, am I right?
Then eventually, my drink was ready for pickup.
Hitting the Gwitty? Someone ban this man. Might be a more criminal offense than anything Jack's ever done. Now, one thing Jack basically likes to do in response to his haters is basically say, well, I'm still rich and y'all are still poor, so I'm still better than you. Like this boomer-ass post he shares where he says, when someone don't like you, check your bank account to see if it made a difference. I gotta realize people are always gonna have something negative to say about me to make them feel better about themselves. Otherwise, they wouldn't take the time out of the day to comment at all. I mean, if I were in my 30s to 40s and didn't have 2 Lambos, I'd be mad too. Like, dude, no one is calling you out because of your money. Everyone's just saying you are an absolute nuisance. And he's still trying to flex these paid-for girls that he took right out of their algebra class where he says, name another streamer that can pull like this. I mean, Jack, the chicks you're hanging out with could all pass for like 16 years old. In fact, that one on the right, I'm gonna have to blur out her face. She looks to be around 10. This is Jack Doherty's audience, kids, yet he promotes OF on all his channels, and in most of his videos see the problem, and I do have to believe this is like the age of most people digesting his content.
You're the type of guy to go full deep into a girl and say, do you feel it yet? No, she doesn't feel it, you
And listen guys, the streamer saga sure has been fun. Y'all know I love to cover some clout chasing idiots, but I think that this time period's coming to an end. In all seriousness though, this might be the last streamer video we make for a little while here on my channel. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this saga. I really do want to encourage you to go check out the sponsor of today's video.
Alright, okay guys, I think that's gonna do it for the video today. I hope you guys all enjoyed. And I'll be back tomorrow with a new video. Peace.